How to use active collaboration on Proofhub. Hey guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can collaborate with other people on Proofhub and how to use their collaboration features. So let's get into it. Now, the first thing that you're going to do is log on to your Proofhub account. If you don't have an account already, all you have to do is sign up with your email and your phone number. So those are the two things that you're going to have to provide. And once you do that, you're going to be led to your account. So this is going to be your home page, and on your left, you're going to find your navigation panel. So you can see over here that you can search for anything or jump to anything from here. And then you have your add section or create section. You have your home page, you have your projects, you have your everything section, you have your report sections, and then you have your people section. And the people section is what we're going to be focusing on today. So those are the active collaborations or any kind of collaborations you want to do on Proofhub. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to add people and add people in different projects with different permissions. So what you're going to do is you're going to go into your people section, and you can see over here. So this is my workspace that I have made, and I have only myself added right now. But what you can do to add different people is you can just click on add over here and add a person. That's it. And you can select what kind of group you want to create. So you can add different groups of people. So let's say you run a large business and you have certain people in sales and you have certain people in marketing, and you can create two different distinguished groups. So I can click on add group, and I can add the group called sales and marketing, and the people that belong to the sales roles can go into the sales section, and the people belonging in marketing can go into marketing. Another thing that you can do with collaborations is you can click on this arrow button over here, and then you have your person. So once you have added people one by one, you can also add them in groups. So you can click on this arrow over here on your left side, and then you have your person, you have group, and you have your import CSV. So if you have a lot of contacts already, if you have them saved in a CSV file, you can import that file and add all of your contacts, and then you can click on group over here, and then you can add a specific group. So let's say I'm working with another business called supplier. So let's just say we are doing clothing supplier. So I can do that. So I can add that group, and what I can do is I can add all the people within that group. So I have this clothing supplier group, and then I can add the people one by one directly to this group as well. So let's say I'm going to add one person to the clothing supplier group. I'm going to click on add person over here. I'm going to add the name. So I'm just going to add Ali Jane, and I'm going to add the email, and I'm going to add my own email basically. And I'm going to add the title as coordinator, like so, and I'm going to add their access role. So this is what the important part about collaborations is regarding access role. So depending on what this person is, so let's say if this person is someone that is outside your actual main business, so you only want to give them very limited roles. So you can click on add role over here. You can add their title. So I can just add guest, and I'm going to click on add, and then I can add specific limitations to their role. So they're not going to be able to change certain things or mess up certain things because they're not a part of your direct team. And you can assign them to the project. So depending on what project they are working on, you can assign them to that. I only have one project that I have created, so I'm just going to click on that project over here. And after that, you're just going to click on next. Now you can see let the person set the password, or you can set a password for that person. You can choose the language and time zone, and you can add a profile picture as well. And you can also click on custom welcome message, and then you can add a welcome message. And I find this to be super helpful because if you're adding people that are guests, it's going to be a bit awkward if you just, email them the link and they just open it up, and, it can be a bit off-putting. So adding a custom welcome message to people outside of your team that you're inviting as guests onto your Proofhub platform is super helpful, and it can make people feel like, it's super nice and customized, and they don't feel awkward when they're joining your platform. Now, I'm going to remove that, but I'm just going to click on add over here. And now this person has been added onto the platform, even though they have never logged in. Once they log in, you're going to get their active status. So when they were last active as well. Now you can see you can also filter the people that you have. So if I click on all people, I have 2 active people. If I click on clothing supplier, only 1 person is present in that group. And what I can do is I can sort them by role or by name. And then I can click on these 3 dots, and I can send invites, and I can also download these CSV file. So once you have added like a bunch of people on this platform, and maybe you want to transfer platform, just want to transfer your data and save your data maybe. So you can just download your CSV file from here, and then you have a list of all of your contacts with their roles, with what they were working on, and all of those details. Now, After that, you can also see the status of people. So if they're active or suspended, you can also filter them out accordingly. And you can further change the permissions each person has according to their roles. So you can click on over here, and you can click on whatever contact you want, and you can do a group select as well. So you can click on multiple people at the same time, and you can move them to groups and clear selections as well. You can bulk move people within groups as well. And individually, you can also change their roles. You can suspend them, you can delete them as well. Now, with your people section, this is not the only place which you're actually going to be working on. You're actually going to be working in your project section. So if you go on to your project section over here, you can see your assignees and your managers. So if I click on my project over here, I'm the manager, and this person is just an assignee that I just added. So you can click on these three dots, you can click on manage people over here, and you can add more people as you go. And another great thing is that once you click on any project, so like this project over here, I can click on manage people, and then I can change the project managers as well. So you can change the project manager, and you can also set it to all people as well. So if everyone is on like a same level, you can just leave the project manager section, or you can just add more assignees as you go. And once you actually open up your project over here, you can click on like your summary, and then you can click on your task section over here as well. And what you can do with all of your tasks is, like, let's say I have a contact influencer. If I click on this, I assign this to myself, but I can add more assignees as well. So I can add another person as the assignee. So if I click on clothing supplier, all the people that are present within clothing supplier are going to be ticked, or I can individually tick a certain person to be added to the task as well. So another great thing that you can do with Proofhub is that you can manage their custom roles. So what you're going to do to manage custom roles is you're going to click on manage on the top right over here. And once you click on manage, you obviously have different projects and all that, and you can assign different people. We all know how to do that by now. But what you're going to do is you're going to click on custom roles over here. And what you can do is you can manage custom roles. So I added the guest role, and what I can do is I can customize the role. So maybe I want to add another role, and I want to title that role as investor. So I want to add like the investor to my Proofhub account, and what I can do is I can add a description, but I'm going to skip that. So I've added the role of investors, and I don't want investors to see everything within the business. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and click on investor over here, and I'm just going to click on over here, and I only want them to be able to view only, and I only want them to be able to view all projects and all users in the account, so they can select project assignees from all users in the account. And I don't want them access to the discussions. I don't want them to be able to view tasks and Gantt views. I only want them to be able to view calendars, but I don't want them to allow them to subscribe to the Proofhub calendar or view the Outlook calendar. I only want them to view only calendars, so I don't want them to manage calendars. You can set limitations for people to access. So I don't want them access to notes. I don't want them any access to any files, or I do want them access to timesheets because they're investors. And I'm gonna remove all access to chat boxes and announcements. So I'm going to add view only announcements, and I'm going to add report section. So I do want them to have access to the reports, and I don't want them access to the Dropbox files, Box access, Google Drive files, or OneDrive files. And I'm going to click on update over here. And now easily I can just add investors in the custom role of investor, and they will only have these certain allocations or these certain limitations that I just added onto the investor role. So that was how easy it is to define certain user roles in Proofhub as well. So I really hope you guys found this video helpful, and you're now able to collaborate on Proofhub. Make sure to leave a like if you like this video, and drop any questions in the comment box down below if you're confused about anything. And for more content like this, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I will catch you guys in the next video.